sometimes you'll go into a music shop and you'll go into a piano shop or piano, guitars, wherever it is they sell violins, wherever, and you'll go into a shop and you'll see some people, they go in and they pick up a guitar and they play it brilliantly. First time in the shop, or second time or third time, and they play it brilliantly. And you think to yourself, God, I would love to play the guitar like that. And I would. Or the violin or the piano or whatever instrument it is. Or I'd love to have the electronic skill to be able to do synthesizer music and make up my own music or whatever. But and you see people do these things, they've got this electronic skill and they understand the language of synthesizers and stuff, or they understand guitars and they play guitars and they come in, they sit down, they start playing Astorius on the guitar or something by Isaac Alberneth, and they sound fantastic. And if you've got it in you, you'll go and buy a guitar or you'll go and buy a piano or a violin after hearing these people. At least I would hope so anyway. I mean, it'd be nice if you did. But don't be fooled by the fact that, again, you're watching people who are either they're professionals or they're amateur professionals, they're professional and amateur, like borderline amateur and on to professional. So they were amateur but they moved to professional now, and or they're amateur or whatever, and they're playing and they're really good. They're really good. They're either session musicians or something, and they go into studios and play for singers and record their music, and they've got the guitar in the background of the singing. These must be talented people, men and women, children. So don't be put off by that. Be encouraged by that. But don't be fooled by the fact that you get the guitar, you're going to go home and you're going to play exactly like that straight away, without having any lessons or without having any practice of playing by ear or anything. You've got to remember that these people are very good at what they do. That's why they do it. They could be playing by ear, and they could be going up with a guitar piece, a jazz guitar. Could be playing some jazz on the guitar, or some classical Spanish music, or some folk music, or country music, or whatever. And they're very good. They're country musicians, guitars. They're brilliant. But again, it's about these people have played before. They've played for a long time, and you're going in there with the intention of buying an instrument, bring it home, take a lesson or two, or if you can play by ear, you'll pick things up, you'll listen to a radio and you'll play along to it, and that's it. But you still got to practice, and that's it. So that's what I was talking about today, is about practicing again. And again, it's difficult. I know it's difficult. You want to be able, if you want to go in to a shop and you want to play the piano, that's great. And you go in there and you pick up a book, and here I'm picking up this book. I've never seen this music before in my life, which I have. Who hasn't? So, E, G, next And this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. You want to go in that shop and you want to do that. You want to be able to E, A, C, E, A, B. Oh, it's E flat. It's E natural. E natural again. And this is what I'm talking about, is practice. So you want to be able to go into a piano shop and you want to pick up a book like Play Furiously Ludwig van Beethoven, but you've got to practice and you've got to know that piece. And those people you see playing those pieces, they've probably been playing them for years, and to them it sounds like music to your ears, and it is. It's not a row, it's music to your ears. But you're starting off simple. And today we're talking about practice. We're talking about practicing. We're talking about doing something 10 times or doing it 5 times. So you're doing this piece 5 times. This is the Chopin ballad. 1, 2, 3, 4 squiggly line to the... A bit different, obviously. Da, 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 G. Oh, sorry. Ah, yes, so we're off there. And then the G on the next line. Move back up to the A. B. And then you do that 10 times, or you do that 5 times, until you got it right. Until you can get it as right as you want to. Then move on to the next passage. Then move on your next passage of the Chopin. And then you move on to the next passage of the Chopin. And that's... So again, you practice that 5 times, practice that 10 times, go away, have a cup of coffee, have a lie down, read a book, go for a walk, come back, play again, practice again. If you're an artist, as well as a musician, do some artwork, or do something else. Like I said, go have a cup of coffee and relax for a bit, and then come back, play again. We are on 8:50. 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Weighted keys. I don't know if I talked about weighted keys before, and legato. I've talked about weighted keys, but we've talked about legato. Remember to take your hand off, your fingers off, when you're playing legato. Legato smoothly means smoothly. Remember to take your fingers off, not leave a finger on. Down, 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 down. Take your finger off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legato. Play smoothly. Not 1, 2, and you're holding them down. 3, holding that down. 4, 5. So remember legato. 1, 2. Take your finger off and work with that. 5 fingers, 5 notes. So you're all right there. You can do it anywhere on the keyboard. Do that anywhere on. You can add flats or sharps or whatever. So that's it. Thank you from Tony Amori. Thank you. Enjoy your piano lessons, or your violin or guitar, and go out and buy yourself an instrument, a musical instrument. Thank you.